Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. Before I start, please take a few moments to read my full disclaimer in the description box. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumption and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. So while reading Revenge, and I haven't finished it yet, but one of the things that was really very evident, and also something that really made me feel angry, was the way that Jason Knauf treated Thomas Markle. Now, I'm sorry. Now, Jason Knauf has been put on a pedestal for us. We all remember how he disclosed Meghan and Harry's involvement in Finding Freedom. We all remember how he was scrutinized by the Sussexes for revealing the truth about them. But beforehand, before even the wedding, he was acting really strange. I mean, it's not understood why Thomas Markle sent him so many messages, asked for help, tried to call him, as Jason Knauf was his connection to the palace, and Jason Knauf just completely disregarded Thomas Markle. Now while you read the book, you see that Meghan treated both of her parents in a very different way before the marriage, before the wedding. She provided her mother with protection. She gave her people that guarded her. She invited her mother to come to London, and she went all the way to America to help her find at least to help her to get fitted for a dress for the wedding. She didn't do those things for her father. The one thing that she did do for her father is send someone to take his measurements for a suit. But that's all. Nobody came to help him. Nobody came to shield him from the paparazzis, and nobody protected him when very damning pictures of him came out. So I can understand why Meghan treated him like shit. I don't understand why Jason Knauf did. Jason Knauf was supposed to be Thomas Markle's connection to the palace. He was supposed to be helpful. Why did he ignore Thomas Markle? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading with the Legacy Tarot by Tio Machati, and the name of this spread is Why Was Jason Knauf So Sketchy? What was the reasons why he acted towards Thomas Markle in the way that he did? So first, let's clear the deck. Okay, so why did Jason Knauf acted towards Thomas Markle the way he did before the wedding? Why was Jason Knauf so sketchy and treated Thomas Markle in a bad way before the wedding? Why did Jason Knauf ignore Thomas Markle's phone calls and text messages asking for help before the wedding? So let's start by cutting the deck, and the first card is the reason why Jason Knauf was acting that way towards Thomas Markle, and we get the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card that speaks about letting go, letting the universe decide for you. This is about leaving the fight, leaving the struggle, whatever will be. So this is a card of someone who needs therapy. This is a card of someone who has problems with the mother. But when we're looking at a work relationship, and this is what was between Jason Knauf and the Sussexes and Thomas Markle. So we're looking at why did Jason Knauf leave behind Thomas Markle? Why did he let go and let the universe decide for what will happen with Thomas Markle, which was actually to leave Thomas Markle in the mercy of the wolves, let's say it that way. So it shows despair. It shows that he was ordered to give this up. He was doing that unwillingly. He didn't really want to treat Thomas Markle this way. This is something that that he was told to do, something that he was unwillingly doing, because it wasn't his idea. It wasn't the way that he knew that he should do his job. And once again, it is about destructive relationships. So even when we're talking about a workplace, there is a destructive relationship, and that relationship between Jason Knauf and the Sussexes before they got married was destructive for Jason Knauf and for everyone that was in contact with them. So, and for Thomas Markle as someone who suffered because of that destructive relationship. So that is why he was acting this way. Now, the next card is what was he trying to tell Thomas Markle, or was he trying to tell even himself about the way that he was acting? How was he trying to excuse himself? And what we're getting here is the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is the male version of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is Meghan. But the King of Wands is also a card of someone who is very egotistical, someone who is very good in beginnings, not very good in doing things all the way. And like all court cards, is someone with a problem and someone who has tendency to lose opportunities. So the King of Wands is the initiator, but he's also very impulsive, is getting irritated and angry very easily. So this is what Jason Knauf was trying to tell himself, and maybe even trying to tell Thomas Markle, but this is how he tried to excuse his behavior, that he was actually being bullied by the King of Wands, by someone who is the initiator, someone who's getting irritated and angry very easily, someone who is intolerant, someone who loses interest very easily, and someone who is egotistical. So that is the reason why Jason Knauf was acting this way, and that is also how he tried to explain that to himself and to the media and to everyone who was asking him about why did he treat Thomas Markle the way he did. The next card is why did Thomas Markle feel so much pain by the way that Jason Knauf treated him? So how did that cause so much pain. I mean, it's quite evident why and how, but still there could be some things that we don't see on the surface. So let's see what is the undercurrent of how Jason Knauf's behavior, how did it influence Thomas Markle? Apart from the way that Thomas Markle felt betrayed by his daughter, but I'm just trying to pinpoint the way that Jason Knauf acted towards Thomas Markle and how did it make Thomas Markle feel. So what I'm getting here is the Four of Wands. Now the Four of Wands is a great card because it is a card of someone who is going out on a success or a victory quest, but is enjoying the road. So someone who is going out to for a quest to fulfill himself, to make his wishes come true, to make his potential known, but not thinking about the results, but thinking about enjoying the road, which is the preferred way when you are going on this kind of quests or this kind of journeys, is to remember to enjoy the road. Now, we're looking at the negative sides of this card because this is why this is the answer to the question of why did the way that Jason Knauf acted towards Thomas Markle made him feel so bad. So the negative aspects of this card show us impatience, showing us not being satisfied. No satisfaction, someone who's giving ultimatums, over self-confidence, and difficulty to deal with new beginnings. So Thomas Markle really wanted to enjoy his daughter's road to success, his daughter quest for victory. He really wanted to enjoy that. He wanted to enjoy the fruits of what he put in so much when she was a child, when she was a young adult. So that is something that Thomas Markle wanted, but he didn't get it. And the reasons that he felt so betrayed by Jason Knauf is that he felt Jason Knauf impatience towards him. He felt that he was put within some kind of ultimatum, but wasn't getting any help. He felt that he wasn't satisfactory to the palace aides and to his daughter. But the way that Jason Knauf made him feel, that he was not good enough, that he was in Meghan's way towards the victory that she wanted. So this is why it made Thomas Markle feel so bad, because after you give so much to your daughter, to get that feeling from someone who works for her, not from her, she didn't even talk to him herself. She didn't answer his calls and didn't answer his texts. She ignored him, but being ignored by someone who works for her, that was even worse than being ignored by her. I mean, you can rationalize to yourself, she's just getting ready for a wedding, she doesn't have the time. But this was Jason Knauf's work. This was what he was supposed to do. And getting that feeling that you are not good enough, that you are not satisfactory, that and being impatient with you, that feels even worse betrayal. Okay, so let's see what the change was in Jason Knauf. What caused the change in Jason Knauf's treatment of the Sussexes and what caused his change of view of how he should have acted. And what we're getting here is the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is a card of wishes come true. This is a great card of having abundance, having let's say happiness, love. This is about children. This is about falling in love. This is about a wonderful, successful partnership. And for Jason Knauf, this was a wake-up call, because Jason Knauf realized that in order to make his wishes come true, he should have acted differently. This is a card that shows that you need to be respectful towards the elderly, to be respectful towards the fathers. And Jason Knauf realized how his treatment of Thomas Markle was so bad. So it's not coincidence that we started this reading with the Eight of Cups, and now we're getting to the Ten of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of letting go. It is a card of leaving that whole situation to the universe to work it out. But the Ten of Cups speaks about getting your wishes come true. And in order to make your wishes come true, you need to do the right thing when you were in the Eight of Cups energy. So this is what Jason Knauf realized. It is about difficulty to accept harmony. This is about realizing that not everything has to be perfect in your life, and this is about anger that is not expressed, that is not released. So Jason Knauf felt that anger towards the Sussexes. He felt that the way that he was made to act towards Thomas Markle is something that is not helping him in his quest to make his wishes come true. So to make his life better, to make his life happy and abundant. So for Jason Knauf, this was a wake-up call. He realized that he shouldn't have acted this way, and this is the way that this is why he realized that. Okay, so the next card is, what is the best way for Jason Knauf to go forward with his life? And then we will take another one for Thomas Markle. And for Jason Knauf, it is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune speaks about changes. It speaks about very fundamental changes that starts from the inside and then goes to the outside. So this is something that will help Jason Knauf go on in his life, in his way forward, once he realized that that this is a very necessary change that he has to go through, maybe even come out with his truth, maybe even write a book, or even come out and say the things that that needed to be said about everything that is connected to the Sussexes. But he needs to make that change. He needs to take his destiny in his own hands, and this is what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. So if Jason Knauf wants to go forward, he needs to be active. He needs to take his destiny in his own hands. He needs not to rely on luck, but to go through those changes, very fundamental changes, and not only in the inside, but let them show in the outside. So I think that the best way to do that is to come out and say that or talk about it to someone. And I do hear that people that didn't want to be on record for Tom Bauer's book before it came out are now asking him to do come on record for either good stories about Meghan and bad stories about Meghan. So I think that the extra chapters that are coming in. Hey, Ozzy. Just one moment, I need to open the window for Rosie. Hey, Hamuda, boy, let's see. Here, you want to say hello? Shalom. Here, there she is. But let's let her go down. Okay. It's very, very hot outside, so that's why I had to let her in. Okay, so as I was saying, the next few chapters that are coming out in Tom Bauer's book, I won't be surprised if one of them is a full confession by the Jason Knauf, a full let's say interview by Jason Knauf on the record, because Jason Knauf comes really bad in revenge, and I think that he will want to save his reputation, let's say it that way. Okay, and the best way for Thomas Markle to act forward in his life, and what we're getting here is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the fantasizer, and this is the way that he has been acting for a long time. He had this fantasy about getting back with his daughter, about the possibility of a reunion and seeing his grandchildren. If you remember, he pledged to make recurrent interviews to the media until she does let him see the children. So this is about fantasies that are causing him to miss the opportunities, and this card is telling him to get over that. So because knights are people that usually miss opportunities because of their problems, and the problems of the Knight of Cups is the tendency to be a fantasizer. So this is something that Thomas Markle has to give up. He needs to see reality as it is. He needs to understand that those fantasies are not going to get to be realized, and then he will be able to move forward. And I think that he has already started, because we already heard that he doesn't want to see his daughter. And if you're watching Thomas Markle Jr.'s YouTube channel, then you can see that he did open his eyes to who Meghan really is, and he's starting to get over those fantasies, and this is his best way of going forward. So this is the tarot, and the oracle card is ancestors and angels. So let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, but she's very playful, and she just threw on the floor something that shouldn't be on the floor. Okay, so let's start with here, just shuffling this deck. And let's see, what does the oracle have to say about Jason Knauf and about Thomas Markle. So I'm clearing the deck. Okay, energy card for Jason Knauf, energy card for Jason Knauf. And the card for Jason Knauf is Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gift. So this is exactly what we saw with Jason Knauf. He changed his perception, he changed the way he acts from being a very someone who is utilizing or not letting the Sussexes utilize him for being someone who is very obliging to the Sussexes. He turned against them. So this is shifting his shape. This is about transformation, the transformation that he went through. But maybe he should go even a further step and come out with the truth about the way that he acted towards Thomas Markle and why. Now, let's take a card for Thomas Markle. So, energy card for Thomas Markle, energy card for Thomas Markle. The card that I'm getting is Winter. Take care of your needs. Well, this is just the card that Thomas Markle needs to hear. He is in the winter of his life, and he needs to take care of his needs. He needs to think about himself first. He needs to take care of himself before he thinks about anyone else. So this is the best advice for him, to put aside his daughter and her shenanigans and just think about himself, take care about himself. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.